Hello! If you are watching this video, it is because you are a neurodivergent woman, or you self-identify with neurodiversity, or you just know that this whole health and fitness malarkey, just something isn't quite clicking with your brain, and you are done with that. You are ready for a different approach, and you are ready to thrive, feel, look, perform, be your best self. And this video is going to explain exactly what that looks like inside my coaching, and I will keep this as concise as is possible with a neurodivergent brain, and feel free to put this on 2x speed. And just if you have somehow randomly come across this video, which I don't expect you have, but if you have, hello, my name is Lucy. I am a neurodivergent fitness coach for neurodivergent women who helps neurospicy women and people that self-identify finally make things work for their brain. And this video is going to show you how the hell I do it. But just a little bit of background on myself, because I have been where you are, feeling different as a kid. I just couldn't explain what it was. I just felt different. And in my teen years, because you might look at me now and think I was always this, fitness, strong human, and that is not the case at all. I struggled with binge eating, secret eating, comfort eating bad in my teens. I gained a lot of weight and got to a point where I felt really uncomfortable. So I started to diet and got far too obsessive, and it eventually became a full-blown eating disorder. I diagnosed anorexia. When I'd recovered, I then went through a lot of change in my life, bereavement, turned back to binge eating to cope with the change of going to uni, not fitting in, and then started another weight loss journey. But I was like, I want to do it right. So I became, I found a PT, started losing weight, thought it was healthy, and then decided I wanted to do that myself. But during that process, what I thought was healthy was actually a lot of extremes, going all in, balls in, and fell into extremes like bodybuilding. Very, 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 very restrictive diets, bulking, cutting, tracking every little gram of lettuce, that sort of lifestyle. And I then realized I needed to work on myself. I had a lot of hormonal health issues. I realized my relationship with food was in the toilet when I was scared of, for example, eating. Just someone offered me a little bit of biscuits, I'm like, oh no, I can't. So right, I need to do something about this. And I started to work on myself, and that was when ADHD diagnosis came into the picture, and it was like the lights turned on. I finally understood every single struggle, from the restriction to the hyperfocus to everything. And then I decided I wanted to help other people do the same, because I worked on myself, I understood my brain, and I got to a place where I maintained my body weight. I'm no longer obsessed with food. I'm not obsessed with fitness. I can just live a happy, healthy, thriving life and feel my goddamn best. And I wanted to help other people in my position. So now I'm on a mission to help as many people achieve this as possible, to absolutely thrive in their body and brain. And that is exactly what we do here. And just a quick little ego flex, just to prove that I can actually do what I, because there's a lot of coaches, aren't there, online that say, I'm a coach, and all they've ever done is lost weight themselves. I have got a personal training qualification, I am a nutritionist, I have got mindset qualifications in NLP, I am ADHD and autism certified, women's health. So basically, I am qualified to do this stuff as well, okay? I haven't just got a sexy sob story, I have got the qualifications to go behind it. And the main problem with not just people not being qualified, but the general fitness scene, is that it is designed for the neurotypical brain, because most people are neuro, and that's absolutely fine. But for people like yourself, it makes you feel a little bit broken when you can't stick to it, when everyone else seems to be getting these results, and you're like, what the hell is wrong with me? It isn't understanding, eating habits beyond just bad habits or willpower or discipline. It's ignoring the mental, cognitive side of it that comes with neurodiversity. Time management, sensory issues, overwhelm. It can push us into those extreme disordered cycles of hyperfixation and burnout. And there's a lot of stigma that you're inconsistent and lack of willpower and all these things, but that is not the case. And this is where Lift Your Life coaching comes in. It's for the people that are ready to break that binge restrict cycle, or maybe just build habits that feel good without it becoming this obsessive your entire personality. Maybe you're ready to reclaim your confidence and your self-worth. Maybe you feel like you've never had it because you've never quite fit in. You're done with the burnout cycles, constantly feeling exhausted, or when you start a diet, you completely burn out and it takes over your life and it's horrible. And you want to thrive. You want a body that feels good, looks good, but you want more than that. You want to gain confidence from this process. You want to gain empowerment from this process that takes you to become the best version of you. And if that has little something in your body or brain, then you're in the right place for sure. Because right now you might be struggling with feeling quite overwhelmed, knowing what to do to lose weight, keep off and keep fit. There's so many messages coming around, and with our little brains, we feel overwhelmed, it just shuts down. Maybe you're done with the binge eating and turning to food for comfort when you're stressed, when you're emotional. Maybe you're struggling with starting plans but quitting fast when motivation falls off, or you burn out because it's just too much because you go all in. You're struggling with never sticking at anything quite long enough to get that result that you desire. You never quite get to where you want to be, and it's great in you. You've got very rigid thinking that makes you feel that for this to work, you have to be all in. It has to take over your entire life. And you are constantly comparing yourself to neurotypical people as like doing it, and you're thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just do this? And what you want is to feel calm and confident around food. You don't want to have food in the house until you're going to binge on it. You don't want to worry about going out for a meal with your best mates and family and feel like you're going to gain loads of weight because you ate a burger. You want to feel chill and confident, like food just becomes food. You want fitness routines that fit you. You want to feel like you're forcing yourself to make it work. You just want it to slip into your life as easy as possible. You're done with guilt around food and shame about the scales and restricting and this. You're done with all that because you want to be consistent enough to see the results, but you want it without that obsessiveness, that taking over your life, and you want to feel proud in your body. You want to look in that mirror and think, damn, she is amazing. They are amazing. And how we do that inside Lift Your Life coaching is through a specific framework. Well, we start with the T, which is the tools that work for your brain, specific neurodivergent coaching principles and philosophies that show you how to work with executive functioning, all or nothing mindsets, time blindness, all these things that come with neurodiversity. We build in habits for consistency in fitness and food. So we build in little micro habits rather than trying to overhaul everything overnight. We look at the relationship with food, and not just food, I haven't added this on here, but with yourself, so that we can escape, the binge restrict cycle, but also escape the negative self-talk. And that is where the inner world mindset comes in, to understand the thoughts, the feelings, the triggers, because it isn't just what you do, it's what's going on up here. A lot of us with neurodivergent brains have spent our lives shaming ourselves and being hard on ourselves. And we need to rewire all those thoughts, because if we ain't kind to ourselves, we don't believe that we ain't getting anywhere. The V is for validation and self-acceptance, to stop running from yourself and accept yourself. To go, actually, there's nothing wrong with me. Actually, I'm not useless. And actually, all of these struggles I've had have made sense. And E is for emotional regulation. With a neurodivergent brain, we do have big emotional swings, and that getting really, really stressed, overwhelmed, panicky, constantly feeling like we're running around, that is not productive. So if we can feel calmer, not only do we feel happier, we can achieve our goals much more. And the proof in the pudding, because pudding is the best, that what we do here works. The before and after transformations, the confidence transformations, the messages where people feel in control with food and they feel strong and healthy. The systems we do here, they work. And I could have literally done about 50, 100 slides of these. It was like, which ones do I pick? Because what we do here works. We have helped. I say we, it is me, myself, and I. There's no AI or other people pretending to be me. It's just me. What you see is what you get. Hundreds of people. And I want you to be that next person. And if you want to be that next person, you are ready to thrive. All you need to do is head down to the description where the information pack is, because I do have multiple package options based on what it is you need, the level of support you need on your journey right now, because this is how Lift Your Life works. It's all about making it work for you. You choose the package that vibes with you best. You reply interested to wherever we are chatting right now. If you have somehow randomly come across this video, there will be a link to my WhatsApp, so just click that and go and message me there. Let's get you started on that journey.